I know. What the heck is this? Before we get to the blob brush, I just wanted to mention that once you draw something, it's not finalized. You can select, I'm back at the selection tool, you can select things and come to the end, you can rotate, you can reposition, you can, if you get the brush just right, you can shorten or lengthen. Maybe out here is the best place because that's just too long, isn't it? You do things like that. Just start moving things around. You can even option drag out another copy, and we'll make that a little longer so we get some variety and rotate it a little bit. So you see, you've got some options, right? Some different things you can try. Also, there's the direct selection tool. And this is really cool because what if you just would rather act more quickly than that black arrow and reposition things and change curves and, really start changing the aspect of your lines. Okay, there's a lot you can do here and play around with that I'll let you do, but just know these two selection tools behave very, very differently. Got it? Don't forget that because it's kind of cool. And you can even try to fix your curve on that overlap. Yeah. There's lots of little things that happen here, and you can adjust the angle of your curves. We've got too many dots here. We'd have to get into the pen tool, start eliminating points and change things. Let's just, for right now, I just wanted to let you know there are some options you may not have considered with these other two selection tools that behave oh so differently. The default always is the selection tool at the top. You want that because it behaves in a more predictable manner. And before we leave this, you might look at your layer stack. Every single one of these lines is an individual layer. I mean, seriously, this is a sub-layer. Excuse me, there's only one layer here, but there's a lot going on in this little dinky picture. So think about when you start scribbling and when you really have line after line after line after line after line, and you wonder why Illustrator eventually starts slowing down. That's a lot of math. It doesn't mean it's not possible to continue working. The best way to do this, if you have a lot, is to, once you're happy with an area, you can lock a layer, add a new layer. Once that layer is locked, the computations, you're not actually accidentally moving things, and lets Illustrator take a deep breath now and then. But that's a minuscule overview of the brush tool. We haven't even talked about changing widths and all that. You notice that this bar up here, depending upon what we have selected, really the contextual bar really changes. Different things happen. And just want you guys to know that there's lots to discover